Hello. I received some kind of questions about this Venus retrograde in Capricorn and the Gemini full moon, since this is gonna be the last full moon of the 2021. So I thought I would talk a little bit about that and take some cards about the overall energy for everyone. Okay, so let's begin with Venus retrograde in Capricorn. Venus represents it's the planet of love, beauty, harmony, relationship, pleasure, art, all of that. And as we probably all know, retrograde means that you're gonna rethink all of that. I'm sorry for my voice, I'm a little bit sick. Is the thought of rethinking, replanning, redoing, whatever. That's why we have those ideas that, oh, I'm gonna get back with my ex, or I'm gonna break my relationship. But this is not gonna happen this Venus retrograde unless it hits you on your fifth house of romantic relationship or your seventh house of committed relations, which is only gonna happen for Virgo risings and Cancer risings. So for you guys, please be aware. But mostly is the idea of rethinking, your relations and relationships, okay? And with the full moon in Gemini, we're getting this feeling of letting go of the pettiness from this whole year and the year before that. And this full moon in Gemini is gonna be the last full moon of the year, and it is represented by these two cards, Ten of Wands and Ten of Swords. The Ten of Wands is a card, it's a very oppressive card, I guess, in the tarot. But it is the kind of card that is either yes, you won whatever you had to win, or you lost, or either you conquered, or either you lost, or you lose, okay? And the Ten of Swords is this painful ending, but at the same time is that feeling that everything's gonna be okay from now on, since this painful cycle, whatever that is coming to an end, okay? And I also have the Lovers card here. Gemini card is the card number 6 in the tarot, because 2022 is a year that in numerology is 6, so it's all about our relationships and balance and all of that, okay? That's why I brought it up. That's why I chose to do a video about the Venus retrograde and the full moon in Gemini, since we're gonna go to a 6 year, okay? For me as a Capricorn sun, and with my not a lot knowledge in astrology, I just think all of this together, the full moon in Gemini and Venus retrograde in Capricorn, is asking us to really rethink, our choices this year, since it was a very complicated year, astrologically speaking, and it's about, there's like this sentence I really like to use, that is learning to love what we need versus loving what we want. Because when we want something, not necessarily is what's best for us, okay? And it's way easier to love this instead of loving what you really need. And I think this Venus in retrograde, this Venus retrograde in Capricorn is asking us to look around us, to our relations and relationships. It doesn't matter if it's romantic or family or friends, and look at everyone and think to ourselves, okay, where is this person going? Like, where are they putting the hard work? Are they putting their hard work into, their potential? Are they trying to become better persons, better people? Am I doing the same? Are they and me in the same level? And I do think, like, if you look around and you think, okay, this group of people, like my friends, whatever, they're working towards being better people. They're putting work into being, the best they can be, or the best they think they can be. Then I think it's good, you should keep them around. But if you look and you think, oh, this person went through a lot of shit this year, but it still didn't grow, this person still didn't change its way of looking at things, then maybe it's time to let this person go. Okay, maybe it's time to go through that 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords um, moment to really finish this before the year ends, so you can start and have a new beginning in 2022. Okay. um I do think this is gonna hit harder in love. Okay, this obviously because it's in Capricorn. Capricorn is a very grounded um sign. It may also hit you money wise and career wise, but I do think it's gonna hit more emotionally wise. Okay, so your close friends, your family, your relations, people that you like, all of that may hit a little bit harder for you. Okay, so be aware of what do you really want. Like what I like to think about is, who is the person I want to be, and then look around and, okay, who the person I want to be would have as a partner or as friends. Like who, like let's say who the me from the future, the me that I want to be, that I'm working on, is gonna have for like, oh my god, I'm oh shit. Okay. Rewinding. Who are the people that are gonna be around me when I am the person I want to be? I think that's the question. Okay, so look around and think for yourself. You know, is this friendships that I'm carrying around here with that 10 of Wands idea, are they good for me? Are they, adding to my life? This, ooh, okay. We got the Four of Swords. Yeah, very funny. We got the Four of Swords, and it's exactly what I was talking about. Reflecting, because the Four of Swords is taking that little break, after something painful. So maybe the collective here been through something painful. Like most of the readings so far were very emotion wise hurtful, I guess. And but at the same time, in a more traditional card, the Four of Swords is someone praying, praying for something good, wishing for something better. So I would say exactly that. It's you're wishing to be better for yourself. But for this, you need to see who is around you and who the person from the future, which means who you from the future, would want to have as friends, and relationships and family and whatever. Okay, take it as resonates for you. But I do not think this Venus retrograde is gonna bring a lot of exes back, but I do. Ooh, we got the Wheel of Fortune. I'm gonna talk about this in a little bit. But keep continuing. As I said, I don't think this Venus retrograde is gonna bring a lot of exes back, but 2022 will, in my opinion. Okay, in my opinion. But I don't think it is in that bad note as how can I say, as in a retrograde kind of thing. Because for me, when you have like exes coming back in retrogrades, is that is that chance of you like really standing your ground and saying no most of the time. Okay, but I don't think it's gonna be like that. What I think 2022 being a year, that adds up to 6 is gonna bring is, if it's not, obviously there's no 100% healthy relationship, but if it was a relationship or a relation, whatever, that you and the other person could have grown, could have turned to better people, could have helped each other to be better, it might comes back. Okay, but obviously this depends a lot on you, on your chart, on yourself, on your path, and how much you've grown this year and all of that. But what I mean is 2022 is gonna be a year of balance and a year of relations and relationships and beauty and all of that. So everything that brings this up to you will be highlighted. Okay, and the thing about exes that I'm speaking about is this last year was very focused on, I don't know, I do feel like for most of the signs was focused on letting some people go and meeting new people. Okay, so a lot of you guys meet new people, fell in love with them, had to let them go, or they had to let you go, or even no long relationships. I do feel like this year was a big, like, staying by myself in the end of the year to begin something good in 2022. So I do feel most of the people that you met this year and you might have had relationships with, they are people that need to stay on your life, but you just had to meet them to adjust your position, to adjust your path, your trajectory, your karma, or whatever it is, so yeah, for those who like and who believe in it, I do feel most of the signs this year, or this past like year and a half, I would say, met met soulmates and twin flames. Obviously, this doesn't have to do romantic wise. As I said, it could be friendships and family members, things like that. Mainly with soulmates. Twin flames is a different thing, and I'm not gonna start this now. But I do feel a lot of signs did met their twin flames, and it's a very hard path. So this might come again in 2022. Okay, so be aware of that. But only if you feel like you're grown enough and the other person grown enough too. But okay, getting back to the cards, the Wheel of Fortune. As I said before, you are adjusting your trajectory. Okay, you're adjusting your path, adjusting your future. So the Wheel of Fortune here, it tells you about things coming from your destiny. Okay, it talks about your destiny. It talks about things moving in the right path. So I do think with this Venus in retrograde and full moon, you're gonna have this energy of like looking. Oh my god, my dictation is so terrible today. Looking at everything that you did, everything you went through, every person you met, every experience you had, and you're gonna be really putting some kind of how can I say, importance to them, because the only person that can look at your experience and say, oh, this happened because of that, is you. So you need to look to your experience and really be, okay, I met this person because I needed to do this. I went through this difficult situation because I needed to get off stronger so I could do that. And I do think this whole idea of resting and putting your head in order is very important here for what's coming in 2022 for everyone. Okay, the Emperor in reverse, major Aries energy. So with the Emperor in reverse, I would say it's a matter of letting go of the ego here. Okay, this is very tied up to what I said before about learning to love what we need versus needing to actually loving what we want, because as I said before, loving what we want is very easy. It comes very effortlessly. Yeah, you get it. But loving what we want is very hard, because normally what we want really hurts us, because it's a mirror of what we need to learn. Okay, and I said mirror, not what's the other word? Projecting. Okay, beware of the difference between mirroring and projecting, because it might confuse a lot of people. But essentially the idea of mirroring is almost like you feel like a situation or a certain person, it puts it almost highlights your bad spots, but not in a toxic way. Okay, you feel like you can, while you're with this person, you almost feel like, oh shit, you're being aware, you're being more aware of the things you need to grow. But it's not as, let's say, oh, I have a problem that I never thought about it before, and now all of a sudden I do think about this. No, it's that thing that we all know we might have, or we all thought about this before, and this person just brings it up more and more, not necessarily speaking, but you just feel it. Okay, so it is saying goodbye to a bad ego here. So we can put this Emperor in its upright position. So letting go of your ego and really learning to love what we need to learn to love. And yeah. Ooh, and we do got the Knight of Callisto in reverse. With the Hangman, again, with this very similar energy to the Four of Swords here. A little bit of stagnation, a little bit of, reflection here. But the Hangman is all about this aha moment. It's all about this idea that you're gonna have, or I don't know, some download you're gonna receive. It doesn't matter, but it's really is gonna change your perspective here. Okay, Temperance in reverse, I said a bunch of times about balance here. This whole idea of the Venus retrograde and Capricorn and the full moon Gemini is about balance. So putting things into perspective and finally putting things into balance here. So you can receive your love propositions or give them to whoever you want. Okay. But I also do feel for some of you that just not for everyone, just for some of you, that you're not receiving the love you want because you're choosing to stay out of balance. Okay, okay, this is connected. Okay, oh my god, this is getting so specific. For the group that can look back at someone or some situation and think to themselves, oh, I do think this person or the situation, whatever, was mirroring me, was bringing, the bad side of me to the surface, but not in a toxic way. Okay, oh, but what do you mean about not in a toxic way? How can someone bring, the bad side of you not in a toxic way? What I mean here is, if this person didn't engage in discussions, if this person didn't engage in creating a bigger problem, okay, I can't give you an explanation for this, but it's like, let's say you're having a fight with someone and you're having a discussion and you're talking, and if the other person doesn't argue back, doesn't try to blame you, doesn't try to I don't know, throw things at your face that you did or you didn't. But I guess most here is like, even though you might have project yourself to them, they forgave you, or vice versa. Okay, for some of you, they can really look back at some situation that you do feel you walked away, because this is a big theme this year, walking away of this kind of situation. So if you do feel like, oh, I had this mirroring experience with someone, but I chose to walk away, and now I'm feeling a little bit stuck. I'm feeling like things lost a little bit of flavor, things lost a little bit of, I don't know, color. I do feel it is because you're out of balance. You need to ground yourself. You need to really look back at what you did and take responsibility of it, and then finally you're gonna move forward to some kind of love thing. Okay, this might be for the Virgo and Cancer risings. Okay, yeah, we do have the moon, so the moon might talk about things that are hidden here. Okay, and coming to surface, but it can also talk about not showing your emotions. So for those who are in the situation, or I would highlight again Virgo and Cancer risings, be aware of people you had, relationships, flings, things, open relation, I don't know, like whatever you want to call it. There is a group of people here that really needs to open their eyes to what all of your relations and relationships and things, whatever happened this year, what did they teach you, and who are these people, who are the people you're hanging out with, who are because if someone teach you a lesson, did you really learn it? Did you really enjoyed everything that you could? Do you think you made the right choice here most of the time? I think is a great way of thinking, because something might come out recently. Um, then we have the Queen of Pentacles upright, which is Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, mainly Capricorn. So I do feel some of you guys are getting to your power. Doesn't mean you need to be a female, it's just the energy. And then the High Priestess in reverse and the Two of Wands. Oh, okay. Yeah, so let's be honest here. Something might come up that you might not gonna like it. Okay. I don't feel like this is okay. First, for the ones that I'm talking about, the whole mirroring thing, this is not you. Okay, this is not you. This is someone else, and you might discover something you're not gonna like it. And I don't think it's about a lie with the High Priestess in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse. I just think it's more, and the Four of Pentacles, of course. Oh, and then the King of Pentacles. This is major Taurus energy, but can be Taurus or Capricorn again. Yeah, I do feel okay. For some of you, and the King of, oh my god, okay, and the King of Wands in reverse. I'm gonna take all of this. For some, oh, this is fire energy. For some of you, you're gonna see someone moving on. Okay, maybe a queen getting up with a king, and they're in the same page, or they at least look like they're doing great. They might be divine couple here, and you're not gonna like it because you're gonna feel like you fell off. Okay, you're gonna feel like you fell off. Take it as resonates for you. I do feel this person might be holding on to their sense of stability here. Okay, or you might be holding off to your sense of stability. That's why you're not sharing your feelings a lot. That's why you feel like you're falling off when this queen meet this king. Of course, this again, there's nothing to do with gender. It's only energy. For others of you, this could be the person from the past. Okay, this could be the person of the whole mirroring experience. They might have decided to grow, and you might have decided to grow, and you guys need to, make a choice on how the things we're gonna proceed, because both of you guys are in this like sense of comfortable and stability, but it's not a good sense of growth or stability here. Okay, take this as it resonates. We do have the Five of Cups on the top, and the Hierophant. So let's see what else. Taurus energy again, a lot of earth sign energy, and Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, and Two of Swords in reverse. So I do feel some of you are a little bit afraid to make a proposition here, and this proposal being denied. I do feel you want something serious with someone, or some kind of situation here with the Hierophant. It could be a Taurus, or you could be thinking about studying or working or starting a new business, okay, or just family in general. And I do think the thought of doing this, whatever it is, this committing to whatever you're thinking about committing, is bringing you a lot of sadness. Maybe because you're afraid to receive a no. Okay, so, but because you might have been in this like kind of energy of not making a choice, and now that you're ready to make a choice, maybe this person won't receive you as well as you thought in the past. Yeah, but that's what I have for you here for the general reading about the full moon in Gemini and the Venus retrograde in Capricorn. If you like it, please leave a like and subscribe at my channel, and I hope I see you again.